I can just have it to the end with you, so that at least you just get something and appreciate your time that you have taken to be part of this session. So I might not break to allow other people in because they will keep on interrupting. Yeah, so let's just continue with you because at least you're on time and the rest will get the recorded version. So I was just telling you some of the things that you have to set right when you are starting your AutoCAD. So you are given a floor plan, a simple floor plan, simple, just like the one that we have here. You don't want to complicate anything. You just want to know how to use AutoCAD to draw a simple floor plan of a house, whereby it can have, like, now you can see you have a living room here, you have a kitchen, bed, bathroom. So if you can look keenly on this floor plan, we have text. So for you to write this like living room, you have to understand things to do with text. For you to come up with this light green or light kind of wall or thicker wall that you can see here, you have at least to understand things to do with the hatches. This is a window. You have to know how to draw your window and attach it. You have also to know how to do some line work, some trimming. So before you start anything, you have to do what's called workspace setup or prepare your workspace. So I like us now to go to AutoCAD software, and then we'll be able to prepare, we'll be able to do the work, we'll be able to prepare our workspace. Do you have AutoCAD already in your on your side? Yes. So let's start. Like, this is my AutoCAD, you can open it. So if you open your AutoCAD, this is the startup screen that will pop up on your software. So for us, we are not opening an existing model, so we'll simply click on new. I think up to this point you have no problem. Simply click. So once you click on that, you can be able to set your unit. You can see our default units was in inches, but for us we want to work on millimeters. And then you will set precision to, let's say, millimeters, no precision. Then we can just use that architectural, and let me see. Yeah, architectural will just be fine. And then just click OK. So we are done with our unit, right? Now the next thing that we'll be doing, we just go back to our project, and now the next thing that we'll be working on is on layers. How do you set now layers? So to set our layers, we go back to AutoCAD, and there is this panel here called layer property. So if maybe you are not seeing it, let me add some mouse highlighter so that it will be very easy for you to follow through. Now we have these layer properties. You click on your layer property. Let's just give it time. Yes, this icon will pop up. This whatever this dialog box. So you just click the first part here. You can see the first icon here. It tells you new layer. So you can simply click on that. And you know that now you are drawing a floor plan. You have to write some of these layers that you'll be using. So the first layer will be walls, because you'll need a layer that will be showing us the walls. So you can have that. Click OK. And then you create another layer. The other layer that you need a layer for dimensions. And then we will also do another layer. You can suggest for me when you're drawing a wall. Let me see. You can do dimension, you can do text layer, do layer photo. Those, yes, yeah, those you can just do windows separately and those separately. You can always come back and add whenever there is need for. We are just demonstrating how. That's how we do add layer. So for dimensions, you can give it blue. Blue will not be much visible. Okay, we are just demonstrating. We'll see. But let's just change this color. For text, you can do green. Maybe green can do. For those, you can do even pink or something like pink that way. For windows, you can do, let's say, yeah. And let's say now you are okay with your layers, but you can also know how to modify, right? So to modify this further, you can also maybe line type. Maybe you are doing like a dot depth mini. You wanted to do something to do with not continuous line but dashed line or center line. You can always click on this line type, and then this box will pop up, and this will come to load, and you can be able to choose any of your line type that you like, then click OK. But for all these ones, we only need to have we like to have the continuous line. So for line weight, if maybe I want to increase the walls, let me just, you can come here under this, you can always click on maybe 20, you give it that the line weight instead of default. but for the rest you can leave it there and then click OK. Now you can simply cancel here. So if now you come to this part here, you can see the layers that we created, right? Yes. So to do is just to help us to at least click on the right parts of our project. So to do on that, there is that snap mode icon that let me just check on it. So this is the icon for snap mode. So you can either activate it first. Make sure that you click on it like this, and then under this called the status toggle. Under status toggle, that's where you get your snap mode or your snap object snap settings is selected, and then you can just select all, click OK, and see now that you have snap mode tools. So to do you simply come to AutoCAD. There is this setting bar here, like 3 bars here. You can click on them, and then you can check. So maybe if you find that maybe the grid icon is not there, you can always check it here. So if you uncheck it, you'll see the grid will disappear. The grid icon will disappear. But if I check it, it come back. So whatever the tool here or whatever the icon here, if you find it's not here, like for the snap mode is not there, you can get snap. If you delete and you find that's not there, you can always uncheck it so that it's back. So I think we are at least almost done with setting our projects, workspace or workspace area. So once you finish that, the next thing that will be now, you will start with drawing your exterior wall. And then once you draw your exterior wall, you will do now your interior walls. So for our case, we're going to draw a exterior wall, which will be 200 mm. And then our interior wall, they will be 150. So let's go now straight, or let's go back to AutoCAD so that you are able to draw the interior wall and the exterior walls in AutoCAD. Yes. So we are together. Let's now go straight to AutoCAD. So in AutoCAD, please be mindful of maybe the size of the land of this floor plan, but let's just assume you can take a polyline and then just draw the piece of land that there, just like site plan. This is what I mean, like a site plan. So you can simply come here, click on auto mode on, then click here. Let's have this going for, we had set our units in millimeters. So we want to draw like 15 meters. So that one will be 50 millimeters or 15,000 millimeters, and then click OK. Then zoom. So go back to your command line. So this has to make sure that you are drawing proportional objects. So that was 15 by 50 meters. Yes, you are working on 15 by, you can say 15 horizontal distance by 30 meters. Not the exterior wall. This is the site plan. Yeah, this is just the site plan. That is, let's say 15. A plot of like 15 by 50 is like a half a plot, right? So that's what I like, just to have that so that I'm just drawing our site plan here, not a wall. This is just a site plan. So that once you are drawing you see our diagram here, not our diagram, but our site plan doesn't have dimensions, right? So I'll add the rough dimension of our room, whereby like for a bedroom, hello, remember, as like someone has told me, draw me a 2-bedroom house. At least you have to imagine on how a 2-bedroom size of dimensions, right? So this is the sample, maybe this we have here. So for our bedrooms, we can always have like 2.5. Okay, I'm just using 2.5 meters, but when I'll be drawing in millimeters, right? So I'll just write 2500, right? So for the bedroom here, it will be, this one can be 3 meters here on the longer side, and the other side, the shorter, this is like a rectangle. So the longer side of this rectangle will be 3 meters, and then the shorter side can be 2.5 meters. Then this one is like a square. So this one can be 2.5 by 2.5 meters, 2500 by 2500 millimeters. And then if we come on the kitchen side, so we can always now start working. So if you have 5 meters, but remember these are already extended a bit. So this is 4 meters up to this side. You can see, right? So 4, if I subtract with 5, I'll be left to 1. So up to here is 1, and then I add another 1. So I can say this one will be 2 meters or 1.5. Let's give it 2 meters. Then we have, okay, we'll fix all these as we prepare. So we already have our dimensions, right? So we know that this side averagely it is 9 meters. or 900 millimeters. On this side, the longer span, this is 4 plus 2, which is 6. And then, so let's go back to AutoCAD. Now that at least you have a rough estimate of our plan, so you can come and continue drawing. So come to polyline, and then you have to do maybe a 9 meter or a 900 millimeter vertical line. So I'll simply click here. Let me just do it. Maybe I can maybe start from here, but come here, click on this. So I can just say 900, not 900, but 9,000, click OK. Then once I go like this, I can do 5,000. And then once I go up, you can see now why we need to figure out our dimensions. Let me come to where I can skip. So this one, then we have drawn 5 meters. So we need to draw another. No, this one comes up to here. This is 2.5 meters, right? So from here to here is 5, and then from here to other side. So you can, let's just calculate it. We have 3 meters, and then we can have also this one to be 2.5. So if you have 2.5 plus 2.5, 5 meters minus 9 will be left with 4. So 4 is quite large. So this one can't be 2.5. So we can give it maybe 3 meters. Yeah, we can give this one 3 meters. And once you give it 3 meters, then this one will be 2.5. So I've already gotten it. From this edge to the other bedroom, we can also do another 2.5. And then from now, the entire of this kitchen will give it. So let's go back to AutoCAD. So this is where we are. Let me just get my polyline snap here, and then I go. So I have like 5,000, and then I'll just move. I'm going to work out this distance here. This distance I had said it 1 meter. So this one I can say that's 1,000 millimeters. Then I can go up 3,000. Did we get right? 3,000. So I can add another 1 meter. So that's 4,000. Yes. So I think we're done with our exterior wall. Yes, that's the exterior wall. Let's just have a look at it again and see. So this is how it looks. It comes like this 5 meters going up to this part, which is 5 meters. This is 1 meter, this is 4 meter, and then it closes there again. So you remember the procedure was you draw the exterior walls, right? But during the exterior walls, we didn't have even a clue the size of our building or the size of our site plan. So you see, by just drawing, there is something you have learned alongside, how you can estimate rooms. So we have done our estimation, and we have at least now have mapped out the site plan and also the building. See, I like teaching from real life perspective, so that at least you understand how things are done in actual life. So once you do this, you can just click, cannot select the entire of it. You know how to select, you just click on this. There are two types of selecting, whereby you can select with a cross window, or you can simply do this selection type. So once you select this, because you want to join it to be like a single wall, you just type on your keyboard join, and then simply click OK. So this one will be like a closed loop wall that is, it's not a single line, but it's the entire wall. So the next thing that you do, you again select the entire of it. So the first thing that you have made a closed loop of that wall. So the next step, you just select the entire of it, and then you offset. So you offset it inwardly by 200. So I'll simply click on that, and then so to specify the offset distance, you simply write 200, because we want our exterior walls to have 200. So if you bring your cursor outside, you'll offset that wall that you have drawn, the original wall, outside. But that one, so it will depend whether you can offset it towards inside or outside. But for my case, I want to offset it inside. So I make sure that the edge of the wall, from edge to edge, it's what gives me the distance that you are measuring. So I think now we have our exterior done. So our next step will be drawing the interior walls. So to draw the interior walls, let's be a bit fast. So to draw, you simply come to a polyline here. Let's look at our diagram once again. So you can recall distance of these rooms. So to map out the room, let's go back to AutoCAD, and then know that the center of this, it's 2.5 and 2.5. So I'll simply come here and click on the line. Then I come here, and then I can move up by 2.5. Not 2.5, but 2,500 millimeters or 2.5 meters. So that's what you have. And then you can simply come You can also right click and choose repeat line. Click on it, come like this. So let's see, 4, and this one can be 5. So we just have to come here and then can delete this line here. It's not supposed to be here. Click, erase it, click on this line, create similar or simply repeat line. Remember that from where we have drawn this line up to this junction, it is 2.5. So we want to make it up 4. So to make it 4, or we can just bring it up to where we have this. So to make it 4, we can always do another 1.5, which is 1500 millimeters. Then you just come and snap it. So we know the kitchen from here to here is around 2 meters. So what you can do, let's see what you can do about that. You can always come, click your line, click on that, hover, as you move like this, you can always define your distance by writing 2000, and then you click and then you can move down. Let me just do it again, you see. Or just for the sake of time, you can simply click on the line. Let's just estimate. So which other line that you haven't drawn? So we have like a corridor here, and then we have like this. Okay, so let me just finish it up. So we have something like this. I think we didn't get well these dimensions, but I think we can simply create another room. Yes, let's just work with this, something like that. So once now want to offset the lines, so what you do, you simply come to offset. Under offset, you write 150 or 1500, not 1000 but 150, because that's the thickness of this wall, and then you try to offset these walls. Yeah. So once you do the offset, you have to trim your floor plan. So to do trimming, you simply come here and just select on this. Like you can simply come and do the trimming like this. Yes, you can see I'm just doing my trimming place that is left. I think we're done with the trim. So what you'll do, we'll simply come and extend this icon here under the trim icon on my screen. If you click on below it, you have the extend function, so you can always click on this and this one. Yes, then you can as well trim this. So far we have done our floor plan. I think there is one part that is missing. Oh, we have really made this one bedroom to be very large, but let's just leave it like that. I think we still are just learning. So the next step is just breaking this wall. If you can see, we have a window, we have a door, so I have to break this wall. So that one will be your next step. So to effect that, let's go back to AutoCAD, and then we try to break our doors and the windows, no, our walls, so that we can now insert our doors and the windows. So to do that, you simply come, and you know that the average size of a door is 900 meters, or simply 0.9 meters. Hello, yes, are we together? So let's just break these walls to specific elements. We want just to create space for our living room, for instance, what have you. So to do that, we simply come here, break. We see there is a door here, there is another door here. So let's start with these two doors. Go to AutoCAD, simply click on this. So you just click line, you make your line cross these walls, and then you offset the lines, and then finally you can trim those lines. So you can even do like this. Once you do that, simply come to offset. Under offset, you just write 900 millimeters. Press enter, then click on it, or on that line. So what you can do, you make sure that your line has crossed both of these walls, so that you can be able to trim them. You can see like here we had like extra lines. So let me undo this. But my laptop is a bit slow. Yes, so we have it. Just right click and then just choose the repeat line. So we can keep on doing that window here. Let me see. So you have to know at least the dimension of your window, so that you actually do the exact measurement. For me here, I'll be using maybe 1200. I'll set that by 1200, and then I'll come. So we'll be having another window on this side here. So we have a door here. I know we have another door here. Just right click and say that repeat line, or you can simply come to the ribbon here line, then just click on it. So I think we'll have another window here. So the next thing is just to offset. Let's simply offset this. Though I like to offset this by 900. At least you have seen how this was. And then we can just, that's a door For the click another offset and then set your offset distance to 12. So remember, you have rules to create some movement here. I'm just doing for the external wall first, and then we can do the interior wall. So once you can just simply come and your wall is, and then you are open. So let's see. So if okay, there is this, you have to offset this, there is another, press enter, you have it. Come to trim this one, undo, simply come to trim command, you already have it. So I think we are done with exterior walls, so we can come to the interior walls. How are people likely to move inside here? So from the sitting room, we can do this one to be like lobby or something, or even a store. So we need a door here. So let's just create another door here. And then we need a door to access this. We also need a door to access this part. So the procedure is the same. Let me just try to be a bit faster. So we'll also need another door. Let me simply repeat this line. So we just need a wall to separate this, but we'll also need another door here. We can just have it another door here. So let's come to offset, right? So because these are just doors, you have to give them 900 the distance. Click on the line and then offset it. So you just trim your part. So what we are left with is now drawing our doors, and then we just fixing all our doors here. But as I can see, we are left with like 4 minutes into the end of our session. So if maybe you have a, we can proceed from there next time. So if maybe you have